Hey, this is Evan Burnette doing some commentary for the Larry making video here. We shot this about 5 or 6 months ago. It took me a while to get in here to actually get this part done. So we're adding color right now. We started off with clear. We put a layer of white over that clear, another layer of clear over the white, and now we're adding the coloring pattern. It looks like pink and purple and a little sort of brownish multicolor. And we have a specific way of laying them out. Do a couple layers, heat them in, and here we're adding a little bit of iris gold color. Now, iris gold has a high silver content in it, which makes it react with the other colors. You end up getting crazy oranges and blues and greens and stuff. It's really random. We never quite know exactly how that's going to turn out. And the thing about the Larry Series vases is we never know how they're going to turn out, period, as far as the pattern goes. It's completely random. What we do is we heat it up and then we stretch it out really long, stick it back together, and however it sort of falls, that's what we end up with. So the reason we call them Larrys comes from when I was an undergrad at Southern Illinois University. There was a upperclassman named Larry Millard, I think, and he originally showed me this process, and I just figured, hey, you know, Larry's just as good a name for a vase as anything else I could make up, so that's where it came from. So here, you just saw us, we stretched it out, we're sticking it back together, making it smooth, trying to make sure we don't catch any air bubbles. That was Dahlia Bushwick, my assistant. She recently took a move, and she's working out of Ohio right now. Miss her a lot. She was a great assistant. So you see we're shaping the glass a little bit. We're using folded up wet newspaper. That's as close as we can get to actually touching the glass with our hands. And we're putting another layer of clear over the color pattern. And it just helps it with a much smoother texture on the outside. It helps magnify some of the color too, having that outside layer of clear. Blowing glass is sort of like making candles by dipping a wick into hot wax. You sort of build from the inside out. There's the wet newspaper again. So right now what we're doing is we're getting ready to put it into a wood blow mold. One point in my glass career, I thought molds were cheating. I think that's completely wrong these days. Blowing it into a mold does not make it easier. It still can be quite difficult. There's the mold. So I'm up there blowing right now into it. Yay, vase time. So it helps with consistency. And we designed the mold too. It's nothing bought off the shelf. All those dimensions are predetermined by us. So right now we're getting ready to break the vase off of the blowpipe onto a punty. There's the punty. It's sort of just a sticky bit on the end, a little piece of glass. It's fused, but not fused permanently, and that way a little vibration right there, boop, pops right off and goes back in the reheating chamber. Next we're going to start working on the lip of the vase. That's the rim right there. We're spot heating it with a propane and oxygen torch, which burns extra hot. That way we can stretch out the neck, which thins out the lip of the vase. Nothing wrong with having a thick lip on a vase. It is, you know, it has to each their own. If you want a thick lip, that's great. For us, I think the thin one looks good on this. So we're going to break that off. Boop, there it goes. Reheat it, start opening it. And then we just sort of work on the shape, make sure it's nice and smooth. Symmetrical, spinning. Yeah, so that's it. So here we're just gonna put a little extra heat in the back of it, and we're getting ready to break it off of the pipe, and then it's going to go into the annealer, which is basically a kiln that sits at around 900 degrees, and it's a little bit of water, a little stress, a little vibration. Boop, pops off, and there it goes into the annealer, which is our kiln that cools everything down overnight. And there's the vases we did. That was a productive day so far. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.